It's only taken 16 years, but finally got to North London. We'll head around the track now, behind my brother's bullied diesel. It's a long track. I'm not going to narrate the whole way around, I'll be cutting in and out. We've just pulled away from the station, where the little clubhouse slash wagon is. And running downhill now past the gauge 1 track on the left. What I think is a somersault signal here. Never actually saw it move, I don't know if it's actually connected anymore to anything. But also green light signal that protects the steaming bays. So horn in a second. As we now come down past the steaming bays on the right that they're working to put a roof on. I believe they redid these whole steaming bays in the last year or two, fairly recently. And now we're running to the first proper uphill climb. Quite stiff, not that electric notices, but you hear it on the steam locos later. Looks like an old traverser here of some description. Again, we've got the gauge on the left in there as well. We're now back up around the other side of where the station area is, which is to our left through the trees. Just about to see it. And round this curve, weaving through the trees, and we come upon the Garden Railway, which leads us then, we're still uphill at this point, up into the tunnel. You see the gradient markers on the way round, they are more or less correct and quite accurate. And no, that's not a fire, that's the light on the controller. And here we go, this legendary back straight. Run of signals down here, which each to their own opinion on signals. I'll keep mine to myself. And this being the reason I dislike signals on raised tracks, we're now approaching a red right at the bottom of the hill, which again, you get a little runaway on a steamer. You can see the gradient marker down there in the distance, but also there is almost no reason to stop here. Having that as an amber warning would be fine. The reason we're stopped is there's a steam loco struggling ahead, and on a red signal I can't approach and give him a shove up the hill. If we'd just been on line of sight, I could have approached, come up behind and helped him away. So we had to wait. But here we go again. We've got the ground level on the left there. And here's the gradient marker right into this curve. Quite a gentle curve. Of course I could do some elevation on it. But here you can also see quite how high the track is off the floor. How quickly we're climbing here as well to get over the top of the ground level. And we've got a little bit of a run down here as well. And yes, it's raining quite hard. I picked the wrong time to take this one out for a spin. And now we're back into the last climb back up now. Again, there's that big old straight on the left and the ground level on the right. Oh, and look what's ahead of us again. Another red signal. Not going to make you sit through this red signal. We're just going to speed it up through. And then we get away again. Passing Tom on the Atlantic. Now this is this bulge exists, say to go around trees, but it's where the original loop left before they got extended and extended again. Again, you've got the little strawberry line, here's the strawberry line, the little racetrack on the right, Alex on the 2, again past the tunnel, and then we've got the station signal approaching on the left, which will pass at red because you'll get the little calling on. Again, terminology on signal is not my favourite. The little calling on signal so you can come in. And we're back. You can see the ground level station on the right, clubhouse, and this cute little canopy on the left, on the right again, sorry, and then the garden rail again on the left. And that's the lap done. Now let's go and look at what else was about. So we've got Tyder's lovely simplex. And on the back of top of the Atlantic here, because the 20 went the other way out of the tunnel. And then there's this lovely, I'm going to call it a Johnson, Midland Johnson, I don't know what, but it's gorgeous. Saw this repeatedly throughout the day. And then the slate skate. It's hilarious, that thing. I didn't get much more footage of it actually, because it's on the ground level. I didn't go on the ground. Harry's schools, also missed footage of this running because I was driving Polly. Speaking of Polly, here she is. She's running nicely, a few knocks and rattles, but we'll hear those now. I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to talk through this one because we spoke through the previous one. And we are back. No, that was a good run. It is a good long track to stretch your legs if you get a clear run on the signals. It's great all the way around. The garden railway's running. This little battery shed. I don't know. Not a shed badly, but it looks like a shed. Yeah, it's a shed. There's Stuart on his Atlantic that time. And Mike on Tom's Speedy. This is Megan on Mike's brick shed, brick tile loco, brick shunter. It's basically a 37 chassis with a body on top. 37 bogey with a body on top. I'll get it right eventually. I didn't realise I'd saved this clip. A nice fast run down the back straight on the poly. Just as the signal cleared, I was grateful for that. And then as I got back on that, this little monster tank, Tor, I think, was it Tor? Whatever, it was gorgeous. And again, there's that lovely Johnson Midland loco with Brian Remnant's Simplex behind it. Something very excited and ready to go here, probably waiting for the signal. As Tom and Stuart go past on the Atlantic the other way. And I finally got to play on this, on the Lincoln's Class 2. It's been a long while since I've driven this, and it's just as gorgeous and responsive and easy to drive and powerful as ever. You'll notice me driving this more on the reverser than the regulator. The valve gear on this thing is just the nuts. It maintains steam almost effortlessly. The axle pump is incredible. I'm just going to shut up. Towards the end of this clip, there's some nice little cab shots. But we'll finish our day here with the run on the Class 2. And I hope we come back to North London next year. This loco, you'll notice, doesn't really notice the gradients like Polly does. Mostly because its valve gear is spot on. There we go, that was a cracking run, wasn't it? Just tapping the regulator backwards and forwards, notching the reverser up and down. Stunning road. If anyone gets the chance to drive it, never say no. Right, I'm going to leave you there, people. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, whatever the next video may be.